Hey, this is Mirgloff, and I am making this video to announce that the server is up and ready to go. Here is the IP address. That's where you can log in, provided you've been whitelisted. And if you haven't been whitelisted yet, just go ahead and leave in the comment section below your username. And as long as you've fulfill the required parameters in the previous video in which I announced I was taking applications, you'll be whitelisted. And the server is up and ready. It's 1.4.5. That's important. I did say quite a few weeks ago to make sure to have a backup of 1.3, but it took long enough for me to actually get this up where most of the plugins that I need are ready and compatible for 1.4, 1.4.5. This spawn right here is temporary, and I'll also use this video just to go over the rules. Number one, no breaking other people's stuff, which is obvious. Don't grief their houses, don't break the stuff that they build. Number two, no stealing, obvious. Number three, do not harass people if they ask you to stop. You must stop. And that's fairly obvious. I mean, there is varying degrees which will be considered harassment. Obviously, someone can't claim someone's harassing them simply by being on the server. And as far by harassment, I basically mean verbal harassment, or doing stuff like dropping stuff to fill up other people's inventory. But number four, no manipulating others into breaking rules, which is pretty obvious. No tricking people into breaking rules. If someone is harassing you, take screens. And the reason for Rule 5 is in the event that someone tries to falsely accuse someone of harassing them in order to get them banned. So making an attempt like that to get someone banned for not really harassing will also result in the ban in yourself. 6, no PvP unless otherwise specified, and basically that means don't kill people unless you're in an area where PvP is designated as okay, such as in events where we might have capture the flag kind of thing going, or maybe even Hunger Games set up for a specific area. Those areas will be well marked as PvP allowed, but otherwise excessively going about and killing people in areas that aren't PvP designated result in a ban. Number 7, no lost items will not be restored, and that means basically if you die somehow, like falling into lava, or if you lose your stuff in lava and stuff, I'm not going to be responsible for that. We're not going to have any kind of safety net set up so that people who lose their stuff in the course of playing the game, as the game is designed, aren't going to get their stuff restored to them. There might be special cases in the event of griefing, but I'm really hesitant to say that. That might not even be true, because a lot of times people try to game the system. But anyways, 8, no Doctor Who spoilers. I will instant ban you. Do not spoil Doctor Who for me. Number 9, if someone griefs you, you are not allowed to grief them back. Instead, take screenshots and inform an admin or moderators. This is really important. A lot of issues, pretty much any server really, in other communities, is people get really upset when someone griefs them, and so they start griefing them back, or excessively killing them, or something like that. And as a moderator, before on the BGSF I've had problems where people would just start killing each other and not allow the moderator or admin to try to solve the problem. So just you're not justified in griefing someone back. That just causes too much troubles. Let the admin or moderators deal with the issue. 10. Spawning of wither is permitted only in areas 1,000 blocks away from towns and settlements. This is for obvious reasons. We don't want stuff getting blown up. I think I should have a plugin installed called Safe Creeper or something like that, which is supposed to prevent creepers from doing excessive damage, like creeper holes like this, and supposedly the same with the wither, but still this rule applies, especially until I know for sure about the wither and the creepers. Rule 11. New towns must be approved in at least 1,000 blocks away from existing towns. However, there is no limit to personal structures built, provided they are out of existing towns. So what that means is basically you're allowed to build pretty much anything anywhere. You know, obviously you can't just build random things in other people's towns without their permission, and the whole reason why it has to be approved first is it's so I or maybe in the future other moderators can sort of put it on record or something so that you can protect your area from other people building random stuff in there. You know, also it's to prevent people from building towns like really right next to here, just cluttering up the whole land. So they need to be a reasonable distance away from existing towns. But personal structures are fine as long as they're outside of towns. You can build anything anywhere, pretty much, just not huge towns. And I think that's clear enough. Rule 12, fill in creeper holes if you make them. This rule should still apply. Hopefully the Safe Creeper plugin is working. And the final bit of advice, don't mess with Turpy if Turpy is on. Turpy he's from the BGSF Minecraft community, and Turpy is a genius at being a jerk without getting banned. So he's very good at finding ways to troll you without necessarily harassing or griefing. So just a bit of advice, don't mess with Turpy unless you want to be messed with by him. Anyways, these rules are subject to change as Mirgloff sees fit and may change to suit the needs of the community. The community will be consulted for their opinion. However, Mirgloff reserves final judgment. Basically, what that means, and it sort of sounds sort of like I'm being an over-controlling jerk with that, but that's not the intention. I'm not going to just randomly decide that everyone has to give me, you know, half of their iron that they've mined or stuff like that. I'm not controlling stuff like that. Basically what it means is something might happen within this community or that causes a lot of problems. I might need to make a new rule to make sure that, you know, drama doesn't happen. It also means that there might be special cases where players find loopholes to either grief or harass people, and I might need to basically ban someone for something that technically isn't against the rules. And that's something I'm only going to do in the case where, you know, someone is just really making the game not fun for someone else. And it's going to be under only extreme cases in which I do that. I do, however, reserve the final judgment. And I will always be asking people how they feel about new rules and stuff like that. And most important, have fun. I will see you guys on the server whenever I see you. I have the next couple of days off, and I'm going to start scouting for a new location for a new spawn, which I think I'm going to start building a new city there for Mirgloff Builds. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys soon.